Hello YouTube, this is Finding Neutral. My name is Mike. Today I'm going to be talking about how to install a new seat on the WR250R. If you're familiar with the WR250R, you will know that the stock seat is very uncomfortable. It's probably one of the most painful seats I've ever sat on before. I'm replacing it today with a Seat Concept seat. It's the standard height. It's the black gripper top, blue gripper sides model. It's kind of interesting because the traditional, the OEM seat that comes with it has a different chassis than the Seat Concept. Seat Concepts actually has their own, it's a chassis that comes underneath the seat, the own frame, I guess you could say seat frame for the seat. Seat Concepts' design is a lot more sturdy than the original Yamaha. Also, the seat is a lot wider, it's a lot more padded, and it's a lot more squishy. I'm looking forward to checking it out on the trails and seeing how it works out. I've heard it's kind of like a night and day difference between this and the stock seat. To start, you need a 8 millimeter socket, which I'll show you here. There's only two bolts that hold the seat on, and we go up underneath here. As you can see, I kind of loosened these already, but just these two bolts right here. These come out. There's another one right there. And then the entire seat pulls off. And as you know from the last time we installed the Tusk rear rack on, there's a recess, there's a cutout right here so it doesn't interfere when you remove the seat and everything. Kind of look through here. This is your basic setup. I just made sure that my prior to this that my electrical cables were snug and tight because I did install that battery tender system right here. Kind of ran it up underneath here and then up through the front fork actually. For now we just kind of hook on, put the seat in there. I'll show you a backside picture view of the Seat Concept seat. It's much more sturdy. Here, I'll put these side by side here than the original stock. This is Seat Concepts design, and this is the original Yamaha. As you can see, like right here, for example, it just looks, the Seat Concepts design looks a lot better. Just a little bit, I don't know, a little more rigid too than the original. So to install this, it's very simple. You just put the tongue up underneath there, or the front of the seat up, it latches in there, and then this gets pushed down. That's as simple as it is, and then we put these bolts back on here. So we can get a good angle of this. So that's centered. Make sure that the sides are recessed into the seat, these white side panels, because the seat holds those panels in. And then we put our bolts back in. This is the same bolt that we took off. Get in there so it threads in nice and easy. I'll get the other one in there too. But just two bolts holds this whole thing on. So I got these snug down by hand. Now I'll throw the wrench on there, the ratchet. And just snug it up. I don't want to over tighten these. These kind of just, the main component of the seat holding in is that front recess into that mounting system. This just holds it from sliding forward or coming up in the back. So good, tight, and tight. So, all installed. This is our seat. So we got the black gripper top and the blue gripper sides. Let's do a side by side here with the original. As you can see, there's a lot more room for the seat where you're actually sitting on. This material as well also is a little bit more grippy. Make sure that the sides, these white side panels, are underneath the seat as well, to make sure those are in, because that's kind of how this top gets, how the panels get secured. But other than all, that was a pretty easy modification that should be of tremendous benefit. I'll have some more reviews, especially when you're on the trails, of how it actually works. I haven't even sat on it yet, but it should maintain the same stock height. There's some criticism of the WR250R being a tall bike. I'm on my tippy toes when I'm sitting on it. And that's even with the suspension kind of fatiguing up a little bit and letting it sit a little bit lower. I'm as comfortable with the stock's height, so I kept it. If you go with the low seat version, they take off some padding, so you have more clearance, ground clearance, you know, at least to touch the ground, but at the same time, you sacrifice the comfiness, the cushion, because they actually take off some of the cushioning material. So that's again why I went with the stock height seat. They also have a tall version for extra tall people. That's not me, but I'll have to check it out and see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.